is for me. I'm going to talk shit.
While he's getting the dance. While he's getting the dance.
While he's getting the dance. Who's benefiting? Me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there, and the DJ announces my name, and all the girls start running. And I was like, oh no, I think they think I want a lap dance or something, which I don't. It's not me. But I was like, oh no, I'm not, now the guys are looking too. I'm not going to be able to watch the way I want to. I got to find a new cut spot. Oh no. And so many of them just wanted to talk. They forgot they were at work, and you know, they're standing there with everything exposed. So I'm like, you know, like I don't know what to do outside of the parameters of what I thought our relationship would be. I don't know what to do. So there was a lot of crying in the strip club.
Wow.
It was a lot of crying, a lot of, you helped me get through school. I swear. And I was not prepared for that. Or, you know, I'm in the middle of my dissertation right now. I wasn't prepared. Or my grandmother passed away, and I listened to this song all the time, and I just wanted to say thank you. And actually, 2 of the strippers gave me money that night. You can't put women in boxes.
Amen.
Wrong.
That was a great story. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But to even step up on that, I also had a wealth of people asking about, do you have plans to mentor or do things with young ladies to get, you know, like mentoring with young ladies? Lots of people, I mean, they were like, if you just go through my timeline, they were like, mentor, ask her what you mentoring, and what does that look and feel like for Jill Scott?
Normally there's an introduction. I don't want to say that because it sounds really harsh. Normally there's an introduction, just like with any friendship. This is not a friendship. Mentorship is not a friendship. It's me seeing a light in someone, and a drive in someone, and a work ethic in someone, and a humility, because you have to be humble to be a student. When I see those, and when I meet those young women, typically it's young women, then I send them to camp. They become camp counselors at my camp for the summer. See how that goes. Hot summers, lots of kids, lots of energy. Right. See how they handle that. And they go through a couple of years of camp counseling and conversations with me there and here and there. And then once they graduate from high school, then I help them go to college. Blues Babe Foundation is such that we haven't gotten enough money yet to be able to just pay everybody's education, but I know where it falls short, because that's, you know, the things that fell short for me was I could pay my tuition. I worked 3 jobs. I could pay my tuition, but I didn't have money for books.
Right.
Or I had money for books and I had tuition, but I didn't have money for transportation. You know what I mean? Like, it was always one thing that just kind of fell apart. So, you know, that's what Blues Babe Foundation does. So if you need transportation, if you need, you know, help with an apartment or a place to stay, that kind of thing. I saw one of my mentees on this timeline, actually. But that's normally how it works.
Okay.
You know, and it's a full range of mentorship. It's not just finance and work and this industry or one of the industries that I'm in. It's living. Right. I have a mentor right now. I have several. I think that we should always have them, you know, somebody to go to.
Please give them the website where they can learn more about the foundation.
Okay, bluesbabefoundation.org. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tigga. I have always said it like that. Hi, Puddin' Pop. It's that smile. It's that smile.
I love my Jilly from Philly.
I love you too, Tig.
I'm not going to take up too much more of your time, and I'm very eternally grateful, gracious that you gave us and all of these people in here this time. Where does Joe go from here? 20 years in, well, probably more than 20, but 20 since the album came out. I've been waiting on the album since Woman since yeah, okay. Yeah, where does Joe go from here?
Well, there's a lot of creation happening. I wish I was one of those people. I wish I was sometimes, you know, that just has a plan. They know what they're going to do. They've got a team and everybody gets together and they decide what's going to happen next. And we making these moves. I, I really let my little spirit decide what's going to happen next. And it's always been that way. And I like it. In fact, I love it. You know, I'm a wanderer. So, you know, it's just patience if you can. If not, I understand. But this is the way I work. I'm writing several things at the same time. I'm reading several things at the same time. I'm making collages. I don't know. I don't. It may not mean a lot to a lot of people, but this is my one life.
Right.
This is the only one I get, and I can't forget that. I appreciate you. God knows I do. I love you. I appreciate you so much. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to come to none of my shows. You don't have to buy no t-shirts, sweatshirts, books, nothing. You don't have to come see a movie of mine if you don't want to. You don't have to do anything, but you do, and I appreciate that. Yet, and still, I am a human. You know, I'm a person, and I gotta work some things out and figure some things out too, you know. So like I said, you can have patience with me. I appreciate that. If you can't, I understand. But my intentions are good, I promise.
You mentioned you were reading a bunch of things. What are you reading right now?
Oh, let's see. I'm always reading The Bluest Eye. I'm always reading it. Every time I stop, I just start over.
Okay.
That's Toni Morrison, for anybody who doesn't know. To me, it says a lot about the state of us and the state of American women, Black women in particularly. I'm reading Wild Seed by Octavia Butler. I must have read that 1,000 times too. There's certain books that I'm always going to be reading because they speak to me. Right. I'm reading Black Moses. Okay. You know that book?
I know the name. I'm trying to think of who wrote it.
It's the life of Marcus Garvey.
No, I was thinking about a different one, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's the life of Marcus Garvey.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew about him, but I wanted to know more about him. You know, finding out that he was an islander, and you know, I'm grasping what gave him this dignity, and I would like to find out how we and me, you know, particularly, can hold on to something like that.
Right.
Yeah. So
are you reading Miss Obama's book since she came to the live one Saturday?
And you know what's funny about that? In hindsight, I was like, "Oh, did you just say, hey, Michelle?" Like, I really did. I really did. Yeah, I really did, though. I was like, "Hey, Michelle." I mean, Miss Obama. She was kind and generous enough to invite me to the house. I don't know, that old house that they were living in at least 4 or 5 times. So I feel like, hey, Michelle, you know, but I mean, that's not that doesn't mean that everybody else should. And I probably shouldn't have myself, but nonetheless, I did it.
What up, Swiss? Swiss Beats.
What's up, Swizz?
Swizzy. So I mean, the Versus thing, 750,000 people tuned in, 1 million plus impressions. The celebration of music wasn't really a battle. I mean, most of them haven't really been battles for the most part. There's been celebrations of music, and that's kind of what the really dopest thing about the Versus situation is.
Yeah, it was 1 billion impressions.
1 billion?
A billion.
A
A
billion.
billion,
A
1
billion.
billion, 12 million, something, 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 and 4.
4.
I
And
said,
4.
yeah.
A
I said,
billion plus impressions.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing. That
Crazy.
catalog looking good this week.
What? And thank the Lord she owns her masters.
You bet. Yay!
Yes.
Amen.
Nice.
When it's all said and done, and I know you said you would love to go as long as possible to make that Chaka Khan-ish, that I could do it forever vibe to your career. When it's all said and done, whatever that is, ain't nobody rushing you.
Thank you.
How do you want to be remembered?
Oh boy. Oh, I should have this. I should know this.
Not necessarily. That's not an easy question.
I hope. Let's start where it so matters. I hope that this boy that I was privileged to give birth to believes that I was a conduit to his joy. I hope that. I hope that my mother and my father and my grandmother all feel this incredible sense of pride in the person that they helped create. And my great grandmothers and all my ancestors are like, all right, girl, I hope so. I hope that the music that I've created over the years will continue to inspire people forever. I know how I feel when I listen to a song by Nina Simone. I know how I feel when I listen to Etta James or Patti LaBelle, or Gladys Knight or Aretha Franklin. I hope that I could be, a part of that category of women that came and blazed guts all over music. I hope so.
Right.
That would make me feel great. Yeah.
I think you're definitely on your way.
I certainly hope so too.
You certainly are.
And then I want, I got a couple dudes in the lifetime to just be like, whoo, shit.
A couple. You know what? One of the many reasons I love my sister. Whenever you are ready for some new music, can we do another preview?
Oh yeah.
Like we did for Women?
Yeah.
Yes. I think I would enjoy that.
I trust you, Tig. I do. I trust you. And I hope that we'll be able to see each other in person. That's a whole lot of laughter. That'd be good. All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. I got pictures. I should have pulled that picture out.
Which one?
I'll find it.
Okay. Post it for a Tigger.
Okay. Post it for a Tig. I'm gonna find it.
Tag a Tigger.
I'm gonna find it. I just saw it. I'm working on my office.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Well, I wish you health. I wish you and your family health. I wish you continued success. Please continue just being you like you know how to be anybody else. Thank you for the gift of your voice and your music.
Thank you.
It has provided many of us so much on so many different levels. We are all in appreciation of what you do and how you do it, sis.
Thank you. Tig.
And, even though it wasn't a battle, I thought you won.
I'll tell you this, you and I and everybody else on here, we could pretend to be somebody else. Right. All we want. Like my grandmama said, and my girlfriend Kim Mitchell's grandmama said, you can't hold your stomach in forever. Eventually, you're going to have to breathe. Nobody got time for pretending anything.
All right.
Love you.
Love you, said, mwah.